Let me guess, you just started a business and you don't have any leads. I know that's super frustrating, but not to worry. There's a tool that's called SalesTarget AI that's going to almost instantly provide you leads, and you'll be able to contact them, you'll be able to nurture them, plus you'll be able to manage them all inside of SalesTarget. Now, let me go ahead and show you how SalesTarget actually works so you can get started right away. Now, SalesTarget is several tools in one, so you'll be able to do several things inside of SalesTarget. Now, you'll be able to find several tools in the menu that you can get started right away. Now, I do recommend that the first thing that you do is add your email account. The reason I recommend this, personally recommend this, is because SalesTarget is going to help you warm up the email, especially if you have a new business. Why is this important? Because if you just start contacting a bunch of leads, well, these emails can land in spam because they haven't been warmed up. And that's some of the things that SalesTarget is going to take care of for you. So the first thing you want to do is add your email and go through the settings. So in the settings, you'll add your sender details, campaign settings, and one of those settings is the warm up feature. So right here, you got your basic warm up settings and you got some more advanced warm up features here that is going to help your emails land in the inbox and not in the spam folder. So definitely take care of this in the beginning so you start warming up that email. Now, to add new emails, go ahead and click on add new, and you have the option to add pre-warm up email accounts. You have the option to buy email accounts, and you have the option to link existing accounts. You can create up to 5 email accounts per domain with no limit on the number of domains. The next thing you want to do is find leads. So you can find leads by the Lead Explorer or do it through the Copilot. Now with Copilot, you can kind of describe it what you need and it's going to find the leads for you. Now go through the process of chatting with it, and don't forget to turn on the warp mode so it ties it with your SalesTarget account. That way you can add leads and you can contact them through the campaign. Now there's several things that you can do with the Copilot, but that's one of the features that you can do. So find leads through the Copilot so you can then work them out with the SalesTarget system. Now you can do more things, which we'll go through in a bit, but I want you to understand how to get started. So you can go through this, or you can get leads from the Lead Explorer. Now, Lead Explorer is a super huge database of leads that you can start finding right now to contact your potential customers. We can get started by show verified leads, and these are leads that have been previously verified, and there's over 22 million leads here. So definitely a fantastic feature to nurture out leads that you know that they are verified already. Now you can go through the AI feature to search from here. So if you want to find, for example, CEOs in the region of Los Angeles or San Diego or the state or the country, etc., you can use the AI feature to search and it'll automatically add the filters for you. So it's like a time saver, but you can go through the filters right here one by one. So skip existing leads. So if you already made a search and you added these leads to your list, then maybe you want to skip these existing leads. Then you have job titles that you can search for through here, the amount of employees, the location, the company, industry, and keywords. By domain, do you want it to have phone numbers? Do you want it to have LinkedIn? And these are going to help you filter out even more. Now you have several options available here. Once you're good to go, select the leads that you want to add here, and then go ahead and add them to your list. Now, list will be over here. This is where you're going to create your list depending what you want to use the list for. So for example, if you want to separate the list for CEOs, for baristas, for CFOs, etc., then you can add your list here. It depends how you want to divide these so you can later kick off the campaign. Okay, so we have leads. In this case, I'm going to use this one that has 4 leads. I want to kick off a campaign. So I'm going to go to the campaign section here and I'm going to start off a campaign. So in this case, I'm just going to name this random name and I'm going to get started. I can go ahead and create my template right here with steps, or I can use AI, which I would recommend using AI to create the sequence because it's going to be way faster. Plus it's going to do a really good job. So for example, I'm going to use the sequence generator and I'm going to name this. I'm just going to say a new. Let's go ahead and select here. What do we specialize in? Coffee grinders, for example. Target audience, coffee shops. Let's hit next. Case studies. So speed up coffee grinding. Here we go. Let's hit next. Number of steps. I'm going to do 3. Let's go ahead and generate. And it'll automatically understand what I am selling and what I am targeting just by those small details that I've just added. Once it's good to go, it's going to create the steps for me and I'll be able to use to send off my campaign. Just go ahead and select the list and send it off. And then you're going to find your unit box right here, which you'll be able to find your status by leads, interest, meeting booked, etc., your campaigns, All of this is going to be available right here in your unit box. And then there's like this huge tool that is super complete, which is the CRM manager here on Sales Target. So you'll be able to view your dashboard here. For example, the email sent, delivered, you're open, email replies, emails bounced, etc. And these are details that are going to help you understand how you're doing with your campaigns. Then we have our inbox here on our CRM. We have our list available, our leads, our deals. So in Kanban view, we're able to view the deals. So if I know that this lead is now sales qualified, I go ahead and change it over here. If I already booked the meeting with this person, I'm going to send it over to the meeting. And if I need to create a new one, just go ahead and create it here. And it's super easy to follow through with your deals. That way you have a structured method of going through these. So that way you don't forget because you're using this, right? There's also a table view in case you want to view it in this case. So Kanban view, table view, and your settings. Then you got your meetings that you have available here, your tasks. So if you need to do things, then you go through these. Once you have your tasks, reports, if you need to generate reports, and the configuration for the members, the workspace for the team, integrations, and your billing details available right here. And then we have Copilot, which is not just for finding leads. You can also understand here what you can do in case you want to get started with this. For example, if I want to generate a full campaign, I can do it through here. And for example, I tested this out yesterday and it helps me out. I just tell it, generate a full campaign for my coffee business supplies. What I'm going to get here is details that I should get started with. So for example, the campaign overview, the email sequence highlight that I should use, and I can continue here chatting with it to help me get a full campaign through this. Now I've been talking to it with different type of situations, weekly analysis, you got your different details that you can do here. For example, write a sequence through here, campaign ideas, get advice, best performing campaigns. So if I need to talk to with the reports from here, I can do it. And then we got weekly analysis, audit my workspace, and just go through it. Plus there's a memory feature that's going to help it understand what your business is about. So you don't have to specifically tell it every single time that you chat to it. You can go through it right here. So several options available here on Sales Target. You definitely want to get started. Link provided in the description for SalesTarget AI. So don't miss out and get started right now.